Good afternoon, easy speaker members and guests. So, before I start with my presentation, I have a few quotes. Let's see who can guess these quotes are by whom. And if you guess it right, I might stop talking. How about this? So, the first quote is, "It is fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to heed the lessons of failure." Second quote, "If you can't make it good, at least make it look good."
John Madden.
No. Just throw it, come on. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act.
Jesus?
Roosevelt.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I think
So
I
we'll
read
keep
that one
talking.
too.
He is not only the richest man in the world,
Bill
You
Gates.
okay?
he's also one of the greatest alive philanthropists. So my speech today is from the winner of the game Monopoly, Bill Gates.
Interesting.
And how he derived his inspiration from a magazine article to create one of the biggest companies in the world. So I will start with his background. He was born on October 28th, 1955, the same day my husband was born, October 28th. And he was born in a family, in a rich family. They had a background, political background. They had a community service background. And his dad was a famous lawyer. And that from the childhood, he believed in hard work. The three top qualities he had that made him what he is today are ambitious. He was very visionary, would do anything to accomplish his vision. Second important quality was intelligent. He believes that if you are intelligent and know how to apply your intelligence, you can achieve anything. Third is competitive. So when he was little, he was extraordinary right from the beginning. He needed something like challenging, something to keep working on, and his parents knew that. He would get bored really quick. So with this in mind, his parents decided to send him to a private school that was known for its intense academic environment. So he was sent to a private school where he got an opportunity to know about computers. It was the first time he saw the computer and he found it very interesting. And at a young age, when he was in a school, he found a group called Programmers Group in late 1968. And being in their group, they would experiment new ideas, get meetings, work on projects, do the programmings, and they earned like around $10,000 because there was a business who approached this small programmers group, and this group also became a legal business later. So, and his Bill and his close friend Paul Allen started a new company when he was in college. They started a new company called Trafo Data. This company developed a small computer and it used to measure the traffic control. This also, the small company was a big success and they earned about 20,000. But the era of this company, Trafo Data, came to an end when Bill moved to university. So in 1973, he joined Harvard University. He don't know what he was doing. He had no plan in mind, no direction. Thinking of being a lawyer like his dad, he just enrolled in a pre-law course. But he felt he was getting away from his computer world. He would spend endless nights in front of computer and then go to school the other day and sleep in the class. But because he couldn't find it interesting. And I can imagine he was so tech driven, exploring new things, creating new ideas, and I don't imagine him reading those big law books. So he decided to just drop out from from Harvard.
Oh.
So in a year, he dropped within a year and started a company called Microsoft with his friend Paul Allen. They were still in touch, although he moved from his house and went to Harvard, but him and his friends will often get together, discuss, exchange new ideas, because they had a dream to start their own company. So with this mindset, he started the company Microsoft. He was a visionary person, works very hard to achieve his vision and his belief of intelligence. He know how to play the game of monopoly, the game of word domination, the game of risk. This is an interesting event that was a turning point in his life. Every great idea needs to be seized in a moment, otherwise the idea and the moment is both lost. So in 1974, his friend Alan came across a picture of Alter 8080 and the headline, "World's First Microcomputer Kit to Rival Commercial Models." He saw this on the cover of the Popular Electronics at a magazine vending stall, and he realized that the moment that they were waiting for has come. So he purchased the magazine, went to Bill, showed him the magazine. And Bill knew that there is a company, IBM, that is planning to enter the personal computer market. And he has his Microsoft. There was another company in Seattle called Seattle Computers. So Bill, with his intellectual skills, approached this Seattle Computers company because they had a software that was compatible with the IBM. Instead of revealing Seattle company who he was, how is he connected to IBM, he just got the operating system at a cheap rate of $50,000 US. So he did not invent anything of his own because he knew it was time consuming, even though he was a great programmer. But based on the essence of time, he knew who to approach to, when to approach it, right time, right person, right place. So he was the owner of the operating system and he copyrighted and sold it to IBM. That's all he did. Very smart. And in addition to it, he also launched his own operating system. And I remember when I was in high school, this operating system came, the disk operating system, also known as Microsoft DOS. He collaborated with other companies and make it mandatory to buy this DOS, the disk operating system, with that other IBM operating system. So every time, if the person was using the computer, they were using DOS. So he was making money every time. So that is how it is ironic that IBM did the initial hand holding to study Microsoft. And Bill is one of the greatest philanthropists who's alive, and he has this plan in his, he has a will where he will donate 95% of his wealth after he dies. And I will end it by a joke. One time he went to a restaurant and he gave a tip of like $50. On the other hand, his son, he gave a big tip of $500. So the waiter was very anxious. What's going on? Bill, he's the richest person, just giving $50 tip. What's wrong with him? Hey Bill, you're one of the richest person in the world. Why are you just giving the tip of $50? His grace answer was, my son is the father of the richest person of the world, but I am not. That concludes my speech. Thank you.